What's up, YouTube? Back in the gym tonight. Feeling good, just kicked the ass out of my workout. I just want to talk a little bit about a video that I made the other night. I believe it was last night or the night before. I want to talk on a subject I'm going to talk about depression tonight. You see, I myself suffered from depression for 9 years. I know what it's like to feel like you're not good enough. I know what it's like to be down on the bottom, rock bottom, digging your hole deeper, scratching, thinking you're gonna find gold underneath those rocks, underneath all that dirt. I'm telling you, it is the wrong thing to do to keep going downward in that spiral. You cannot keep doing that. You see, you gotta find something that makes you happy. You gotta find something out there, anything it is, that's going to make you feel better about yourself. And I'm not talking about going and getting a fix and shooting up in your veins. I ain't talking about snorting something up your nose. I'm talking about find something productive. Find that. Let it consume you. Let it take control over you. If you're into music, go pick up an instrument. Start strumming those strings of a drum. Playing that horn. Doesn't matter. Playing that piano. Whatever occupies your mind and your body, synchronizing as one in harmony, it will make you feel better. I come to the gym. It is my sanctuary. I build my body up as I break it down. My mind is overcoming itself because I come in here and bust my ass. Because it doesn't matter how I feel. Because at the end of the day, I can always pick up a weight. A 45-pound weight is going to be 45 pounds. It doesn't matter. The shit doesn't change. That piano is always going to make the same sound as long as it's in tune. It doesn't matter that guitar is always going to strum the same melody as long as you tune it. And your body is the same way. You see, your mind can overcome itself. You can overcome those demons. You just have to fight for it. You have to want it. You cannot sit at the bottom and claw and scratch downward. You have to fight to get to the top of the ladder. You have to fight every rung, every step, every movement. It has to be something that you love to do, or it's going to kill you slowly. I encourage you, I urge you tonight to figure out what it is that you love to do. Whether it's getting in the gym or driving cars or fixing cars, it doesn't matter what you love to do. If you like to cook, go get something and fucking cook it. It doesn't matter what it is. You want to be a baker, then go get a cake and bake it. Put your own twist on it. I follow a program that I was given. I put my own twist on it. I do cheat reps. It doesn't fucking matter. If I injure myself, that's on me. If you hurt yourself doing what you love, that's on you. It shouldn't matter if you're doing what you love. Nothing should matter. You see, you gotta find what you love and let it kill you fast. It doesn't matter if you're a thrill seeker and you like to skydive and you want that to be your job. You want that to be what you do in life as your career. Then go learn how to fucking skydive. And if you die doing it, you'll die happy. See, you will not die happy if you do not choose what you love to do in life as your career. Because if you love what you do, it is never a day of work. You will never work a day in your life if you choose the career path you want. Do not sit at that desk. Do not bitch and moan about your life, about your situation if you're not doing anything to change it. I'm telling you, nothing will change unless you initiate change in your life. That is what you have to do. You see, your depression will never get better. That bottle, when you get to the end of it, will be nothing but an empty bottle of glass. The alcohol will be pissed out of you, and you will feel worse than you did before. That heroin that you shoot in your veins will not be there in the morning. You can snort lines of coke all you want, just to stay up at night and think about your demons as they crawl out of your head and consume you. It will not be there in the morning. I'm telling you, if you pick up something productive today, tonight, as we fucking stand here right now, and you do it, you will be consumed by it. In the morning, you will feel better. Your life, your mind will feel revitalized. You see, it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter the peer pressure you feel. That person standing there saying, hey, try this. Your situation will be better. Go ahead, smoke this, shoot this, drink this. that does not help your situation. You see, those things are temporary. The high I feel in the gym is all the high that I need. I do not need to go out and get drunk as fuck. I do not need to go party at the club. This is my club. This is my party. Look around you. Look at these weights. My body is my temple. Make it yours. Make your mind your sanctuary. Make it your place of residence. Draw deep within yourself and look and ask yourself these questions. Who am I? What am I doing? Who am I becoming? What am I doing with my time? Am I being productive? Do I give back to the world? And if you cannot answer those questions, then you need to contemplate and meditate on those questions. Because if you are not doing something for the world, what are you doing breathing? You have no place in this world if you are not chasing your dreams at least one day of the week. Make that effort. Go out there. You need to fight off those demons. Depression is not forever. It goes through changes and seasons. Yes, I still get depressed. Yes, it still consumes me. Unless you are manically, clinically depressed, by all means get help from a specialist. But if you get depressed because you don't have a brand new fucking car, but all you're doing is working in McDonald's, sitting in your parents' basement, getting drunk on the weekends, and playing video games, you're gonna be depressed because you're not doing shit with your fucking life. You see, video games do not solve anything. That bottle of Jack Daniels is gonna be $40 pissed in the toilet in the morning. And what have you gained from it but a headache and a body ache? What have you gained from that night at the club but $400 in the hole? What have you gained from fucking all those bitches but an STD and a kid you can't raise because you work a minimum wage job? You need to do something better with your life because that depression will never get better. It will never change. You see, depression can change depending on your situation. You see, it doesn't matter if you're homeless because I've met homeless people and some of them can do better and choose not to. But a lot of them want to better themselves. They are not depressed even though they have no homes. I have met rich people who are depressed. They have everything they want in life, but they did not follow their dreams. Now, I urge you to look at the status of this world and tell me, who do you want to be? Do you want to be those at the top that are depressed because you chase that paper? Do you want to drive your new Ferrari down to the club, get 10 bitches and get an STD and die when you're 30? That is not the kind of life to live. Getting drunk on the weekends is not chasing your dreams. And I'm talking to people young. See, I'm 23 years old and I have never been to a club in my life. That is my choice. I do not think the party scene is for me. It might be for you, but it is not for me. I do not tell you what to do with your life tonight. I encourage you to look at your mind. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths with me. Feel it wash over you. Feel it consume you. And look deep within your heart and soul. And I encourage you to look and see the root of your depression, because most likely it is yourself. It is your thinking and your thought process. You see, I do not have the best clothes. My shoes are 4 years old. This shirt is getting too small. These shorts are 2 years old. Do I bitch about it? No, I have clothes that do not fit me. I cannot afford them because I cannot afford to stop chasing my dreams. You see, I pay for this gym membership a month so I can sculpt my body into what I want, so I can get stronger. It doesn't matter what you choose to do to be productive. You have to do it because your depression will never get better. I tell you tonight that I have cured my depression. I still have moments, yes. I'm always going to have moments. I will never be 100% cured, but I'm telling you, most of my depression came from myself, and I'm guaranteeing a lot of yours is too. You see, you got debt. Who gives a fuck? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna take your money? Sure. Are they gonna take this and take that? Sure. They're gonna take that car that you put on the credit card? Sure. That's your own doing. That's your own fucking fault. Don't buy things you cannot afford to impress people you don't even like. Why do that when you could be chasing your dreams? Why put yourself in debt to drive a lavish car, to wear jewelry and clothes, to impress those people and impress those hoes when you ain't even got a pot to piss in? Your dream might be small to some, but to you it should be the biggest thing in your life. If you're spending $100 a night at the club, you could be spending $100 on food to get healthy. You could be spending $100 on anything other than getting drunk. You could spend $100 on anything but smoking crack, shooting up. It doesn't fucking matter what you spend that $100 on. If you're not spending it on what you love, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your life? If you sit in a room all day and stare at them four walls, it's going to depress you. Get out. Love nature. Feel nature. Breathe the fresh air. Take it all in. Fuck your music. Fuck your headphones. Don't listen to anything. Just sit outside in the park and watch the birds. They'll impress the fuck out of you. Those motherfuckers can fly by flapping their wings. Something we tried to do many, many years ago. And a lot of people failed. Birds have been doing that shit for millions of years now. And we're just now catching up. You see, we are the smartest beings on this earth. We are the smartest species, yet we are so stupid. You see, everybody else in this planet, on this planet, every animal, every species, they know their place. An alligator's always going to be a fucking alligator. Why do we have to be something we're not? Constantly evolve in your life. Do not be the same version of yourself day in and day out. Constantly change, because change brings change. Because when you change, it brings productivity. When you change, it brings in goodness in your life. Do not stand stagnant and stale in what you do, or you will never be good enough. If you constantly chase that paper, constantly chase the dragon, you will never catch it. Do not go after what you do not want because you do not have what you do not want. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, I encourage you to re-listen to that and write it down. I encourage you to look over that question, look over that statement. Because in order to master the art of war, don't start a war. Do not start a war with your mind. In order to win a war, you have to be on the defensive and the offensive at the same time. You see, depression is going to come over you. What do you do? What are you going to do about it? You have to be willing to sacrifice sleep, sacrifice your breath to do the things that you love. You see, it doesn't matter what you choose to do. You could become a school teacher for all I care. You could want to be a janitor. What have you cleaned today? Who have you taught? You want to be a nutritionist. What have you done with your diet? Want to be a personal trainer, but you don't go to the gym. You research online, you take a couple courses, and now you're a personal trainer. And now you're going to go fuck some people up. You see, I by no means am a motivational speaker, but here I am tonight encouraging you what to do because I've gone through it. These are my life lessons. I've been there when I've drank alcohol at 9 in the morning because I was depressed. I've popped pills because I wanted to get high and feel good. It doesn't matter what you choose to do yesterday. What are you choosing to do today that defines you? See, your past does not have to tell who you are. Your story changes day in and day out. There's new chapters, new pages. Flip the page. Go to the next chapter. Turn the channel of your life. You need to change today because nobody else is going to help you unless you can help yourself. Put your head under the water. Hold yourself there until you can't breathe. You're gasping for air. And then come up for air and go back under. Don't reach the end of your book before the end comes. Constantly flip those pages. Constantly write more pages. Write your story as you go. Your story is not set in stone. It is not the 10 fucking commandments. You see, choose what you love to do and let it consume you. Those demons will run in fear. Nobody in life can write your story for you. And it might sound like I repeat myself, but I need to repeat myself. It might sound like I'm a broken record sometimes. But my point is, and here is the major point from this. Depression is like the seasons of life. You have summer, it's nice and hot and burning. Goes into fall, goes into autumn. It is beautiful, it's blissful. Wintertime, it gets cold and brutal and shivering. But there's always springtime. There's always the birds coming out to sing. There's always the flowers blossoming. There's always another life over the horizon. So chase the horizon until you die. I encourage you to never stop looking towards the horizon of your life. Never stop chasing the sun, because the sun will set you free. If you constantly run towards the horizon of your dreams, you will reach them. Do not give up. Do not let the depression define you. Do not let it consume you and end you. Find what you love to do. Find what you want in life. Find what your dream is and live it. Do not let your dreams be crushed just because you do not feel like you're good enough to do them. You are good enough. You see, depression was a big part of my life for 9 years. I hated life. I hated God. I hated myself. I hated my family and my friends. I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want to be loved. I didn't want to be looked at. I was angry. I was mad, and I found an outlet. I come in here and I throw around weights. I push weights. I put up numbers so I can get the aggression out. Some people choose to pick up a guitar and create a song, and that song shows their life. Every song has a definition of a life, of a dream, of a goal. Every time you see a bodybuilder up there flexing and posing, that was a dream when they were young. When you see a power lifter, for instance, deadlift, that was his dream and his goal. When you see a running back running 100 yards, that was his goal. The NFL, the MLB, the NBA, many people look towards big names like Brett Favre. They look at a Michael Jordan and a Kobe Bryant. They look at people like Bas Rutten from UFC and Pride. They look at people like Chuck Liddell. They look at people who have done the things they want to do and they mimic that. They look at Arnold Schwarzenegger and say, damn, his body's good. What did he do to get there? And they do it. Find what you love. Find who's done it. Mimic them. Do what you want to do. Do what you love. And don't let anybody tell you different. Because you find that person that you know has been successful. If you want to go out there and be a musician, you want to be the best damn singer, then go look at Freddie Mercury. Do what he did. Study their life. Mimic their life. Mimic their thought process. Mimic their every move. But put your own spin on it. So my question for you tonight, who are you? What is your dream and what are you doing about it? And as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and spread this wealth of knowledge throughout life. Because I tell you tonight, while I might not be the best, I may not put up the biggest numbers on these weights yet. I may not be the fittest, but I know life. Because in my 23 young years, I've experienced a lot. And I encourage you to always follow your dreams because they will set you free. And I bid you a farewell. Peace.